entrepreneurs, enthusiasts. We wake early, have a lie-in, take power naps, dance past midnight. We are newly in love and just moved in, on our way out, home, to pastures new. We are brave and scared to death. We laugh so that it echoes and cry with splashing tears. We aim for the stars and dip the tips of our toes in Vetten. Our roads are winding, and from the mountain tops, we see beyond the horizon. Our forests whisper secrets. We burn, glow, pulse, vibrate. We are moving forwards. We are the forward motion. We want to learn more, get to know others, discover new things, and create differently. We share our space, ideas, dreams, entrepreneurial spirit, prospects, and challenges. We get lost sometimes, but we always find our way home. We dream big and fly high. We are like you. We are you. We are Jönköping. Welcome.
Hallå?
Jag trodde inte du såg mig.
Klart jag såg dig. Men något helt annat. Hur är livet då?
Ja, sådär. Det är mycket som händer i skolan och kompisar. Jag vet inte vad jag säger.
Hi everyone, my name is Joachim Albin. I lead training and simulation at Saab. We deliver training value and confidence to soldiers all over the world. We believe that the esport community shares our values when it comes to inclusion and our passion for innovation and technology.
Welcome back after quite an intense and, well, confident map of Counter-Strike. Yeah, what a map we did saw there, and I don't know, what kind of a recap would you put on that?
Strumpan. Do you want to do the honors to open?
Danish demolition, maybe.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think Iceland got into the game at all. They also didn't even have a chance to show their CT side because they picked T. So maybe it would be closer if they were starting CT. We don't really know that, but I don't think they really got a chance to come into the game with Denmark even showing off some more questionable rounds with full AWPs.
Yeah, that last round of the first half, but honestly, I think that it was a little bit more one-sided than I wanted it to be, and I agree with your assessment there. Like, they didn't really have the chance to get into the game just because the aggression from Denmark was incredibly high on that CT side. However, though, I do think that, like, we may have seen the best single round already throughout the weekend with Nutella getting that knife kill on Zook on that A side. That was cake.
Yeah, that was so beautiful. I think it was like 2 versus 1, and then the first with the knife, and then just lining it on. And I think the second round as well, all of the rounds, the 2 rounds that Iceland did get, it was then for Nutella, really. So definitely a player to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and I think that it alludes back to that point that they brought up, that, like, she's really put in the time. Comparing themselves to the previous year when they showed up, they didn't have too many hours. It really, you can tell that she's taken this very seriously.
Yeah.
And I love seeing that.
Yeah, and touching up on the hours, actually, if we're talking about the teams, there's a big difference in just the hours department. That Denmark, they have experienced player playing over 1 year, and there's 3 players playing over 1 year in competitive women's CS, whereas on the Iceland team, there's people that didn't have that many hours on CS at all. Like Wifey, on June, she had 500 hours on CS
Of this year.
this year, but now she has 1700.
Yeah, that's
But still,
not bad.
the amount of hours that the players on Iceland have just playing the game, Denmark have in playing competitive.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big difference between
Absolutely.
the teams.
I mean, it's a question of different calibers, and I think that we shouldn't shy away from that fact. But they genuinely try to put up a fight, and then I think they kind of realize, like, okay, this is kind of rough, and they seem to be a little bit more relaxed. So, it's going to be game 2, I think, that really decides most of what's going to happen in the series.
Yeah, but before we go to the game 2 and all, we still have also stats to show for you for the first map that we already saw here. So first going to Team Denmark, and yeah, what we can definitely see here, maybe it's just a little bit Ismo here in the center, standing out, would you say?
Yeah,
Just a
Ismo,
bit.
what, around 26 kills? And let's not forget about how many rounds they had.
Yeah.
It was 15 rounds and she has 26 kills. That's a hard stat.
Yeah, so she's averaging, 2
Yeah.
around essentially.
Yeah.
It was always about that confidence and comfort that she had. She was working together as a strong set duo with Kit Kat. She was working B long, and then he worked out on A long, and it was always the single or double pop flash, allowing Ismo to push up, take that space. Or if there was nothing happening, and she was like, "Yeah, we haven't got any info that they're operating here," she just walks up, starts clearing the map, and she came in on those flanks several times.
Yeah, definitely. And also, of course, to bring up also the team support in a way of sense, like really giving her the space, to like really push there and here and there, and really team really believing in her and really gonna be able to, get those headshots. And yeah, definitely was able to deliver.
Yeah, I think everyone played their part perfectly on Team Denmark. Not everyone got the kills, but it's the flashes that give Ismo the kills as well. And they just executed it perfectly, and I wonder how strong they will be against the other teams as well.
So then going to Iceland. So, well, as we saw, they got the 2 rounds, and, well, honestly to say, not too many kills, of course, as we've already raised here, Nutella being the one kind of like, well, I can state the key player for the 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think that what we're seeing a lot in play right now is simply experience. Not only did Jazzy and Nutella play for Iceland last year, so that they have a little bit of tournament experience, but I know Jazzy, she also comes from a background of competitive play previously as well, and I think that combined with just putting more time into CS is really helpful, and I think that's a little bit more indicative of to see that growth that they've had individually.
For sure. Yeah, but now then going soon to Vertigo. Before we actually go to the server though, then maybe discussion on about the choice of the map, and then also how do you feel about Iceland gonna do there? Because, well, it's the map pick, and also in the discussions that we've had with the teams or with Icelandic players, they are quite liking Vertigo.
I think this is probably their best opportunity, because it is a fairly specialized map in terms of you don't pick it if you're just going to rely hard on aim. You always have some sort of technical setups here. But obviously, Denmark was the only map they did not want to play was Mirage, so I expect that they're also going to have a fairly good Vertigo as well.
I think the Danes are very good at Vertigo, so it's going to be hard for Iceland, but I think they can actually pull some more rounds at least. Make it competitive.
Yeah.
Can they make a map win, though?
I would like it as too.
I would like it too.
Yeah,
I hate playing it, but I like casting it.
yeah, and also, well, for me as well, I'm always wishing for like best of threes to go to the 3rd map, so definitely always rooting for that. But then the question is like, if you would like to, but would it be likely to happen? That might be a bit different question.
All of the odds are against them. Let's hope they surprise us.
Yeah, let's hope that. To my understanding, players are ready, and we are gonna go to the server and gonna see who is gonna then take on this map too.
Alright, Vertigo. Probably one of the most annoying maps in the pool to learn if you haven't played it much before. And, well, I think I was probably one of the slowest in my friend group to sort of start digging through that one. That being said, Iceland have chosen to play this one, and they were specific about it too. So, What do you think, Strumpan? Is this going to be the one where we see more rounds on the board this time? Because remember, they scored 2 on Anubis, so the bar hasn't been set ridiculously high. And especially if they can win this pistol, that should give them that second round freebie.
Yeah, hopefully. Looks like they have a round set though. They're gonna go towards the B side. The rotation is already there for Denmark. Sunny just pushing forward. Berserker Shock is down. Jazzy Cakes and entries for Denmark.
And moving quickly. Bomb goes down. Good catch there from Sunny as Wifey does get flanked out. Oh, it's Ismo again! Another 3-piece. I think she did the same thing in that first pistol as well on Anubis. Jumping on the defuse, Nutella left alone. Oh, I don't know if there is going to be any time. Can she connect these shots? Gets the one, but no more than that. And Denmark secure the pistol. Off the back of Ismo's performance once more.
Ismo. That's a name that you have to write down, I feel like.
Yeah, pretty disgusting. I think, is it that confidence from the first game?
I don't know, she's just on fire. I feel like Iceland, the only way to win against Denmark right now is shut down Ismo. What do? Do they not go her side, or do they just go her side and try to shut her down? We'll see. Iceland now, they are forcing up with Mac 10s.
What do you prefer? Like, if you're playing, do you want to hunt that play and try to kill them early in the round, or do you want to avoid them? Oh, okay. This is, it's not going well. The fast flank is here. Maybe they don't even need it. Never mind. How many kills is that for Ismo? Is that another 3?
Yep. Just farming away. Padding the stats for Ismo.
I love farming.
Yes.
I mean, this is an official game, so this is gonna like pad her stats on HLTV?
Well, in the feelings, it pads her stats.
Emotional
padding. Emotional padding.
We need all of that. We all need that, don't we?
Yes. So now we see just some pistols from Iceland. Looks like they're going to be again. Anja though, together with Sakashak, ready with the AWP once again in round 3. It's a bit risky. I feel like if you leave it open for Iceland.
Oh, the flashes are there. Actually, didn't have a great effect. Angie's there on the pickup as Sucker's going to be able to do it for another. And of course, who's on the flank? It's Ismo who picks up another 2-piece. Now they have to get right from the teller. Maybe she can bite back on the one, but the answer is no. Denmark so rapid to run away with it at 3-0. And Strumpan, I mean, things started happening, so you didn't even have time to answer my question.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do versus a player like Ismo if you're on the opposite team? What do you do?
That's a good
What
question.
would you do, is my question.
Yeah, I would probably just cry. But
Tactical timeout and cry.
I would try to just focus on ourselves and not think about it. If that doesn't work, try to shut her down by going where she is and just not letting her have momentum.
Like, hunt for the kills.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, then we're just trying to not do that. But, like, it's hard.
It is really hard. And already they lost these 3 players. They try to aggress over towards this B site. Not finding much purchase. The flanking is instant. Like, look at how quick Denmark are. The moment they feel they can take space, they push it. Now, Wifey left alone, but instantly pushing through T-spawn. It is going to be Ismo. Of course, who else to wrap up this round? 4-0 here for Denmark on Vertigo.
Yeah, that was the first full buy round from Iceland. Gonna get into the nitty-gritty now for them. They don't have enough money on all the players to even buy an AK and Kevlar if they want to. Looks like there's a timeout to talk about it though.
They've got enough for 2 rifles, that's it.
Yeah.
On Wifey and Goon Hunter. Do they go for this full buy into it? Like, for me, this is actually a buy round. I would say, like, hey, you know, we can't play another low eco round and tilt the odds in their favor even more than we already have.
Yeah.
So I would just go for the double AK.
Considering that they have loss bonus, I would consider it. Also, just getting the plant, you get more money. Looks like they're not. Or are they?
Looks like it.
A little bit, at least, investing so that they will have enough for the next round and still have a shot at this round if it goes well. Looks like. But for Denmark, I feel like they don't really show anything. The other teams watching this can't really take away anything because Denmark, they're just playing aggressive.
Yeah.
But what if they're not playing aggressive? Then you have nothing on Denmark.
It's not complicated what they're doing.
Exactly.
They're just leaning into that. We're the better players. Try to fix that. Is what they're doing, and that's incredibly hard to play against. Touchdown on that utility again. Looks as if Jazzy is gonna start walking on forward. But look at this. They haven't shown too much. Denmark goes aggressive again. They're starting to rotate players around. Ismo is on that flanking push behind B site. This could get ridiculous in a moment there. Nutella actually draws first blood on that Galil.
Oh, look at Ismo.
They're trying to go for the B split. Yeah, it's all on Ismo. If she gets that flank going. There it goes. That's a reveal. Good for the first kill. AWP on the opposite side. Ismo wraps up the one on the back. And once more, the attempt was good here for Iceland. They started things off. But it simply wasn't enough.
Once again, Ismo finds the timing. Marie with Sugar Shock gets the last two. And I like the different pace from Iceland. However, they're not holding Ismo. Ismo's the problem, and they're forgetting her. If you're playing slow, but you're not holding for the one player that's pushing,
they need to have one player just turn around, just watch the flank.
Yeah. Just have your eyes on your back of your head, just
at all times. But yeah, like I agree. They need to commit one player to just watch the back.
Or deal with it.
Or deal with it, but like again, I feel like Ismo individually right now, she's so sharp that it's just really hard to tackle. Anya draws first blood on the AWP. Looks as if once again it's going to be a fairly quick one. Jazzy Cakes, it's back there for a moment, playing in this smoke right now, but they think they know she's there. And yep, Muddy on that flank. Again, this time when they identified that it was a slightly faster round, they just rotated immediately.
Yeah, I like that from Denmark. They had 3 people ready at the ramp knowing almost that Iceland, they're just gonna go ramp this round. They're gonna deal with Ismo. And they had people ready. They had the AWP on Anja, 7-0 for now. Ramp is just a no-go for Iceland.
Do you think that they should just keep trying to play for those hard mid takes? Like, not even go for a B split, just go for like a mid B and stay together?
The mid take was good. They just lost players from the B split, not covering their backs, I feel like.
Yeah, the double kill from Ismo was the big one that really shut it down, because they were working as 3 through mid.
Yeah.
I think Anya got 1 kill, but then she missed a second shot, which, if there was a flank on B, there would have been an opportunity to actually get onto the site. Assuming Ismo didn't push or Ismo went down. But yeah, another time out here for Iceland. The time-old question is still going to be the same here. How do we address this aggression?
Yeah, and Ismo keeps plucking off players from Iceland so they can't do their executes, because when some people are in position, the other people are dead, because Ismo. And you can't execute what you want to do if you don't have pressure from other places on a map like Vertigo.
It just shuts everything down.
Yes.
One of the difficulties of this map as well is that, like, if you're lacking a player that can't throw those grenades or carry those grenades, then one of the key angles are going to be open. So even if you get close to that site, like, okay, now we're lacking that cross smoke. That being said, looks like we are once again going to see light aggression here from Denmark, lining themselves up towards this ramp, pushing down all the way. First contact, Jazzy Cakes wins that one. Ismo dying this early in the round. This opens things up. But they need to make sure they don't give anything away earlier now.
Yeah, this is exactly what Iceland needed. They're trying to make some space in mid too. Marie, though, finds the timing. Doesn't get both of them sunny with the trade. There might even be more now an advantage for Iceland. And KitKat makes her own move.
Oh, the transfer!
Oh
no,
my god.
That is so nasty. There was a moment.
Yeah.
There was a moment. I mean, it's still not over yet. Sunny and Goonhunter, 2 versus 1. But they're so far split from one another.
Yeah, and just pushing down in ramp with KitKat, even after Ismo dying, going for the info, getting both.
She shouldn't have. Because it looked for a moment there as if Iceland actually had the players in position to make that into a double trade, which does favor the T side. So maybe a little bit of a blessing in disguise there for Denmark. But 2 versus 3, and they are moving this bomb over towards this site here. Over towards A. KitKat has pushed down though.
Again.
Yeah, catches Sunny maybe a second as well. Yep, walks straight through that one. And Denmark continuously pushing themselves forward 7-0.
Yeah, and the IGL closing that round. KitKat, we didn't see too much of her the other game, but now she's stepping up to the plate in a round where Iceland actually looked to be in an advantage, and she pushed through, she got the kills, and turned it in Denmark's favor.
Yeah, and like mind you, we look back over to Anubis. KitKat was playing together with Ismo like very tightly, always setting up that utility for her. We saw the same thing on the ramp 2 rounds ago. So it seems that Ismo and KitKat kind of come as a 2-man package.
Yeah. As long as you're utilizing your players, the aimers, it's just amazing.
Good opening.
Marie starting off with a kill on Nutella. And that might hard for Iceland with another for Marie.
Yeah, so she plays the secondary role of AWP very comfortably. See, oh, that's a shot and a half. I think that Anya may have been there actually to pick that one up for her. Yeah, no, she was there for sure for the supportive role. Denmark 8-0. Advantage firmly in their side of things. For Iceland, they've already used 2 tactical timeouts. Money not looking great, Strumpan.
Oof. Yeah, and the double AWP setup for Denmark as well, making it extremely hard for Iceland. I just want to see like a pace shift for Iceland. I want quick rounds. I don't care if people die. I just want to see it.
What they're doing now?
Yes, a little bit more bloody. Try to get Marie out. She misses the shot, and that's the opening. KitKat though, and Ismo. Everyone actually rotates from Denmark. That's so quick on the rotations. Oh, that's so good from Denmark. The rotations are instant, and also they have the superior weapons for the longer range, and just shut down Iceland's try for a push.
Yeah, I think that just what we are seeing is a differential here just between raw mechanics and just confidence, really. When you combine those 2 things, when you are coming in as a weaker team or the underdog, it's just nearly impossible, or it feels impossible, to counteract. So I do feel for Iceland for sure, but obviously it's not over yet. They do draw first blood. KitKat gets punished. She did go for a little bit of a solo push. Now here's that 2-man setup once again. Looks as if they do want to try and get a player closer towards B stairs there, but Iceland not finding their time. Swing comes through, and you get a nasty shot there on towards Goon Hunter.
Yeah, 4 versus 4. Ismo low managed to get to safety. Will also push down for information. Nutella should know this and communicate this to her team. They're ready. Sunny with a kill on Ismo.
Hey, that's a trade. Which has been a very hard thing for them to achieve so far on this map. So that's actually something positive finally going their way. So back turned, and Nutella picks up a 2nd kill for this game. Sorry for this round, I believe. Unless I'm completely misreading things. Oh no! The one thing they cannot do on the stairs, and they do it. 2 versus 1 now for Wifey to try and break on through here. Bomb is down, but no, it's going to be easy pickings there for Angie.
10-0 for Denmark. And if we touch on this pick, last year when they met on Vertigo as well. It was a best of 1, but it was Vertigo and Iceland. They just got 1 round that time. Now, a little bit different squad. It was just Nutella and Jazzy Cakes from Iceland playing at the time. But I'm still interested to see if they can turn this back. We haven't really seen any CT sides from Iceland as they start T side as well on this map.
Yeah. Mind you as well that the Danes did say, like, yeah, we've grown and developed a lot as a team as well. So, like, while Iceland arguably, yeah, they have gotten better, but so has Denmark.
Yeah.
Because it's non-linear and it's not mutually exclusive. Good tempo here, by the way, from Iceland. They all come in as a single unit. Ooh, that's a nasty leg shot. Nearly connecting that second one. Isma comes back in there on another AWP. Swapping over to her sidearm. Knife comes out for a second. I think that maybe Sunny wanted to emulate what Nutella did that one time. But Denmark 11-0. First half, and here now halfway point.
Yeah, looking stellar from Denmark, honestly. Iceland, I don't really know what they should be doing. It doesn't really work. They never get, when the slow rounds happen, they never get to the later part of the round because everyone's dead, and we haven't really seen a late execute because they've never been able to do it because too many people are dead.
They've barely been able to get a regularly or a fast execute going, actually.
Yeah.
Just because of the tempo here from Denmark. Walking into it again, good flashbang, does force Marie off the angle, but there is a secondary AWP waiting for them in Ismo. Jumps over there, feels a little bit missed shot, missed opportunity. Maybe they can recover on that one, but no, Nutella comes in instead. It is going to be a positive exchange, but Mari is very fast there on the return. 15 kills for her on the server right now in the final round of this first half. And it looks as if Iceland really want to break on through, but there's just so much waiting for them on the other side.
I feel like Iceland, with that many missed shots from Denmark, should be able to capitalize more versus AWPs, but I guess they could be a bit stressed out with how it's playing for now.
Yeah, no, I understand it for sure. It's just a very rough position to find yourself in. Looking at it so far, I believe this is the statistics from
last game.
Yeah, this is from the previous game.
Yeah, so we have a bit of a delay, I think. Some
Okay,
problem
well,
with the stream. It's a technical, and we're back in actually.
Yeah, what are you talking
12-0.
about? There's no problem.
Do you think Iceland take this pistol round? I feel like pistol rounds are 50-50. However, Ismo
No.
on the pistol.
Ah, okay. First part was that. Desert Eagle actually early. Yeah, CT side for Iceland. 1-for-1. Bomb already going down. Fast rotation now coming on in, and once again it is going to be them on offense, but instantly Anya. Block 17 putting in that labor. Exchanges are good though, so they do manage to equalize it a little bit there, leaving Sunny left alone. The flank is there, but unfortunately it is going to be another 13-0. This time even more so one-sided in the stats, as we can see here on Vertigo. 13-0 in game at number 2, 13-2 in game at number 1. Very decisively giving Denmark that first 2-0 in this weekend's tournament.
Yeah, definitely have to say that quite fast on that second map as well. Previously, like before that match or the map, we were really like feeling like, okay, so in this map they might have the chance to get like a little bit closer, but maybe we didn't really see what we were expecting in that sense.
No, certainly not. But I think that especially when we looked at Anubis, there were moments, right? There were moments where we could have seen Iceland start to come alive a little bit. But I think it's that, the absolutely just chokehold that Denmark held on them from that aggression on CT side. And we saw the same thing here.
Yeah, we definitely did. And as you were also noting throughout the match there, throughout the map, it was definitely like there were times here and there, like they were really like one round, for example, they got Ismo there, like the push, they were like really getting confident, and then the 3 versus 2 situation, and then the double kill with the AVP.
Yeah.
Like the dreams after that were quite, not there.
Yeah, I honestly don't think we got to see Iceland that much on Vertigo. We didn't get to see a proper round, which is sad because we don't really know how would that turn out if they actually got to do and execute any time on any round, because they were crippled before they even started.
Yeah, it's rough. It's obviously a little bit of a mental hole to get out of, but at the end of the day, series over. Both sides are going to go back, kind of, consider things. Probably Iceland more so than the Danes, because I think for them it was another day at the office.
Yeah, definitely so. And also like just raising the fact that like also for Denmark here, of course they want to be like taking every round and really trying to get it home, because in a situation if there would be like evenly outs after the best of threes, like there's gonna be deciders on like, okay, if the points are the same, the maps are the same, etc., it could theoretically it could come the situation of the map round difference, like it happened last year with Sweden.
True. That's how we lost. That's
Yeah.
how we went out. Oh
Yeah.
man, so painful. But yeah, no, that's absolutely a great point. But honestly, I don't have too much to really add in regards to the series. It was a masterclass that we saw in Denmark of just how to play when you are the stronger team. And
So then we go and see the standings. So as we see here, one match played so far, and that is what we just saw, Denmark versus Iceland. And as we saw, here is also with the round difference as well. And with the one best of 3, you will get 2 points. But yeah. Also, of course, there's 4 teams competing in this competition. So we've only seen the very first of the matches, and really tomorrow we are really starting with it.
that's going to be like the real day. Today was a warm-up day.
Yeah. So about tomorrow, I think we could already start a little bit of like discussing on that. What are your top picks on that, like in case of like what things we should really be on the lookout for?
Well, I'm really excited about that rematch that we are going to see throughout this first round robin stage of Denmark versus Finland. Because I know that both teams obviously going to be super hungry, especially the Danes, who have kept saying like, yeah, no, it was a fluke. We should have crushed them 2-0. How are the Finns feeling about that one? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and then how they're going to perform on that. And to my understanding at least, well, that's going to be the first match that we're going to be having tomorrow is the Denmark versus Finland. After that, we're going to be having Sweden versus Iceland, and then we actually have a duo situation with 2 matches in the afternoon. So to my understanding, we haven't not yet decided which is going to be in this cast at least. Oh yeah, well,
Look
here
at
we
that.
get the answers. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, here you can see the off-stream matches, the stream matches, and then the previous matches. Very nicely divided. So yeah, so then as said, we will be starting with Denmark and Finland in the morning, then moving to Sweden and Iceland, and in the afternoon we will be seeing Sweden and Denmark as well.
How does Sweden and Denmark make you feel, Strumpan? Because I know, like, we've talked about that on stream in the past as well. Like, do you feel more Swedish sometimes or more Danish sometimes?
Well, I'm Swedish, but I guess sometimes I have to root for the Danish people because I live in the southern part of Sweden, and people like to pick on that if you're Swedes. So, but I think it's gonna be, honestly, I think Denmark, they have the upper hand, because last time Sweden played, they had Juliano and Sass. And now Team Denmark, as we see it, they just look gelled. They look so good together.
And also remember that we actually have one of the players from Astralis, female,
Yes.
who's playing in Sweden. And it was kind of funny because, when I was talking to Kit Kat about it, she was like, yeah, well, we kind of know how she thinks. And so I think I'll be inside her head because I think it's Nia, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to be the IGL as well for Sweden. So we can see some really interesting dynamics going on there.
Yeah, but I also do think of course that it's like a double-sided sword in a way, because of course, that is with the Danish, like a lot of self-confidence, but then it could also be that they are definitely, knows how they're going to be portraying on what is the expectation, and then it's going to be really working it out in a way of really going to be able to surprise them. So it's going to be so juicy.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's going to
ready
be
for
good.
it.
Great game in the morning, great game at the end of the day. So
Don't think Sweden versus Iceland is going to be great.
could be great.
I think it's going to be great.
It could be great.
So excited for that one. I wonder how Iceland will play up against the other teams, if they can manage to put a fight, if today was just nerves, because I feel like the first match was showing a little bit more substance than Vertigo.
Oh yeah, no, that was something, but it's about finding that, activating it, and holding on to it.
Yeah, but for now, of course, we are just gonna be discussing here, and tomorrow we will actually see how the teams are gonna be turning out. So tomorrow is gonna be the most of the matches. Then on Sunday morning we will be then having one of the last matches before the final. But yeah, that is at least for me gonna be what I have for the rest of the day. I don't know if Strupan and Tenshi, if you have anything to add here.
No, I'm happy.
Yeah. We're all happy here. Thank you so much for everybody for being with us here today, and hope to see you tomorrow as well.
We are here and now. We are the past and the future. We are single dads, football mums, kids with restless legs, teenagers with butterflies in our stomachs, tough old birds, and wise old boys. We are students, team players, entrepreneurs, enthusiasts. We wake early, have a lie-in, take power naps, dance past midnight. We are newly in love and just moved in, on our way out, home, to pastures new. We are brave and scared to death. We laugh so that it echoes and cry with splashing tears. We aim for the stars and dip the tips of our toes in Vetten. Our roads are winding, and from the mountain tops, we see beyond the horizon. Our forests whisper secrets. We burn, glow, pulse, vibrate. We are moving forwards. We are the forward motion. We want to learn more, get to know others, discover new things, and create differently. We share our space, ideas, dreams, entrepreneurial spirit, prospects, and challenges. We get lost sometimes, but we always find our way home. We dream big and fly high. We are like you. We are you. We are Jönköping. Welcome.
Hallå?
Jag trodde inte du såg mig.
Klart jag såg dig. Men något helt annat. Hur är livet då?
Ja, sådär. Det är mycket som händer i skolan. Kompisar. Jag vet inte vad jag vill säga.
Hi everyone, my name is Joachim Albin. I lead training and simulation at Saab. We deliver training value and confidence to soldiers all over the world. We believe that the esport community shares our values when it comes to inclusion and our passion for innovation and technology.